Oh, it's raining. It's raining really bad. And I still, oh my goodness. I always still feel like I have makeup on from yesterday, but I was scrubbing. I was scrubbing it off, and then here it is still on my face. Let's see. I'm gonna do a filter today. I just feel like it. There. That works. So, I'm gonna put you guys right here, just so I can probably get some stuff. How's everybody doing today? It's freaking Friday, thank God. Good morning, Turtle Madness. Longest week ever. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Hey, Chatty Jen. Hey, April P. So we did a new case yesterday. Well, yesterday was day 3. And cases just never get easier. They're difficult, always. Ooh, and look, I got my Ulta calendar. And the new case we did this again out of Georgia, and it was about a girl that stabbed her 13-month-old baby girl to death. Hey, BJ, still raining? Yes, it's raining really bad. Let me show you. I have to really be careful. There's people walking into work, so I don't want to ever really show anybody, but watch this. I'm about to show you. It's icky outside. Like, it is raining really bad. So, yeah, yesterday we were watching a court case over on Dolly Vision, and it was about Chloe, I was gonna say Corey. Chloe Driver, she stabbed her baby to death. I feel bad for Chloe some. I feel she tried to get away. Yeah. The part about the story where the man that they just keep referring to as her friend Jason, he basically had to run out into the street because she ran out into the street to try and run away from the home that they were in. And then he freaking dragged her back inside, and some woman testified about witnessing that and how he basically threw her over his back and ran back into the house with her. I mean, no, that's not weird at all. She definitely did try to run away. So, I guess, yeah, you know, that's entrapment, that's kidnapping, that's, you know, so I can see why she felt like she was trapped and that was her only way out. But I just can't imagine. I can't imagine taking my child's life, and that's a precious, innocent baby. But I know it does happen. Good morning, Johnny Quest, OG Nanny, Abby Lurking, Calypso, Deonza, Bayou Babe. I'm not going to say hi to everybody, don't worry. But if I didn't say hi to you, I'm not skipping you on purpose. Man, and then we didn't go live last night. It felt good to sleep. Didn't really get to sleep as early as I wanted to, or as much as I wanted sleep, but it's all right. Everybody, you should check out Clinique Happy, because that's what came in my ad. Hope you have a great day. Thank you, OG Nanny. Good. Thanks for being here for a month as a member. You're awesome. I need to do more morning content on my members. I don't comment at Dolly. Too many people, but I like it here. Thank you, Lurking. Yeah, there can be a lot of people. Mama Misty, Mark Theor, good morning. Good morning, good morning. You guys are amazing. It's like way too early in the morning for me, but you guys are here, so that's great. And I still forgot my phone stand. I actually got a phone stand, you know, the things that suction onto your thing. It's just a few dollars. And I forgot. I keep forgetting it at home. So you guys are still on my dash. Sorry. It's kind of awkward. And oh my God, people that are walking into work, they probably look in here and see me just talking. Like, oh my God. I probably look like a complete weirdo just sitting here like having a full-blown conversation with myself. So yeah. I definitely cannot wait to go back to sleep Anybody else? I'm tired still. It's like, and then when it's raining, it's hard to wake up. I hate that. I need like 10 more cups of coffee. But yeah. And so today, maybe we get to see the rest of the case play out. Hey, Jenny O, we are, probably most likely going to watch. I'm not going to say yes or no that we would be there. I know that I saw, after we were live, after we were live the day before, yesterday morning, I saw Huntress was covering the same case we were about to cover, and I was like, oh shit. But so if Dolly's not live on it, Huntress is probably going to be covering it. But it's a pretty cut and dry case, and that's hard for me because when you're in the jury, I can't imagine what you have to deal with as far as, you know, it's somebody's life in your hands. So even if it is hey Chris Marie, a cut and dry case like this with Chloe Driver, it's just any wrong decision that you make in convicting somebody. It's like, I just don't know. I don't know how I feel. My neck is killing me. Car accident. So when granddaughter leaves for school, I'm going back to bed. Lucky, Cheech, lucky. Have missed this one. You missed the, it just started, I believe, 3 days ago. And so when Dolly Vision did it yesterday, he was 2 days late. And, good morning, Miss PJ from Maddie. Hi, Maddie. Good morning. And basically the case, the state rested yesterday. So even though we were just only 3 days in, the state already rested. They showed their evidence. They showed the detective and they played the video. It's so hard to comprehend how someone can harm their own child. I know, especially for people like me that have had miscarriages and that have wanted children. But in general, you're right. It's like, I can't imagine really harming a person, much less a tiny innocent baby that's mine. That's just, yeah. I should put some makeup on while I'm here. But she definitely did it. She says she did it. She wrote down she did it. She said, you know, he didn't do it. So she made sure. That's the defense, not the defense. The prosecution's angle is that she did it over a man, which we see that very often. Women are just putting their children to the side over a man. But I don't think this was just her putting her child to the side over a man, because she tried to take herself out. I mean, she stabbed herself in the neck, trigger warning. So not only did she stab her baby in the neck 3 times and then in the back, which I don't understand how that occurs. I don't know. That's neither here nor there, but she tried to take herself out. And so basically she just wanted out. And it's really sad that we have, yeah, we're talking about the urine cult. Yeah. And see, they never claimed an actual cult. Like, they didn't have a name to their cult. So it's almost like they added practices from several different cults and basically just decided to call themselves or to act like a cult. Do you remember the massacre of the whole family in Ohio over custody? No, I didn't hear about that case. I don't think. Good morning, TLC is me. Hi, I'm Indian. You're from India? Good to see you this morning. Hey, Cable, good morning. Okay, we're going to try and put a little bit of makeup on. Just maybe make it look a little bit better. And we're going to utilize my little piggies. I got these from Temu. And here's a lot of my hair already caught in it. The Pike County case in Ohio. I'll have to look that up. The whole family got taken out over custody. Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. I'm from America. Originally, I'm from Croatia, but I'm currently in the United States of America. In my car, almost at work. I'm at work, but I mean, I'm almost inside the building. You know what I mean. So, we're just sitting here talking about true crime. There's different cases that go along that we follow along, and it's just like, I kind of like to do a recap almost for myself. There's just so many cases that go on all the time. We have to kind of like update our brain. Well, I do. Because there's just so many. Yesterday while I was on live, I said that she stabbed her baby in the back. It was actually in the neck, which is way worse. Whew. These are my Pocahontas braids. Last time I did this, I got out the car because I don't even think I finished putting my makeup all the way on. So I had to try and fix it when I walked in. And, yeah. I lived in Croatia. Originally, I was born in Croatia, and I'm in the United States. That's cute. Thank you. Yeah, I use these to keep my hair out of my face and out the way when I try to put makeup on usually. But last time I was doing this on the live stream, I completely just left my hair like this, and I was at work almost all day like this, and I didn't really pay attention. One thing about Chloe that gets me in the remorse she shows, that tells me she didn't want to harm. Yes, that's the difference between the other mom that unalived her own baby. She actually showed remorse, which tells you, that she has feelings compared to the other lady, Leilani Simon, which we're going to go watch her get sentenced, even though I believe she's going to have an appeal. And that's what sucks, is like an appeal is almost like a do-over completely. And I don't know that that's right. It's like we just wasted all of our time watching the court procedure, and then she just gets a do-over. Was a court case televised? TLC's me, do you know? Presley, say good morning. She's 5. Oh, Presley, good morning. Oh, she said I have mermaid hair. That's so sweet. What a cutie. Hi, Presley. So, I think that the defense should have the man come testify. I found his Instagram page, and he still seems to have multiple women. There's a picture of him holding somebody's hand, and that individual doesn't even look of age. But, I mean, I'm not going to say they're not, because pictures sometimes are not, look at, you could see where my foundation is. And again, this is my KBD Good Apple foundation, KBD Beauty. It used to be Kat Von D. I believe she sold off her makeup company. I don't know why, but that's what she did. And, yeah, I call this my magical foundation cream that makes my face look better. Makes my face looks better. That's proper English. I know. Thank you for the compliment. I try. Okay. Good morning. Wade Wilson had court on the 13th in his appeal. If there's enough evidence in multiple confessions, you should not be able to appeal. Yes. That's what I'm like. You're basically just giving these people a do-over. Oh, and the Menendez brothers, there's a new DA in LA. So the Menendez brothers may not get out as quickly as they possibly could. Thank you, Cricket Day. So it's like things sometimes do actually work like they're supposed to. The Menendez brothers were supposed to be having a court date here soon. I don't want to get anybody in my view shot. I think I got it to where you can't really see anybody. People come into work at 7. And thank you, Vikas. But the Menendez brothers, there's a new DA in California, in LA, where their case is going to be retried, and the new DA has made it very clear that if the case comes across his desk, he's going to want to reanalyze all of the evidence and talk to all of the law enforcement and make sure that they're not just in and out, like that they don't just get to go home. There's 103 people in here and 46 likes. You guys, you can do better than that. Did anyone catch the replay of Kelsey interviewing Carter, the Delphi case? Kelsey is a character that I don't know if I want to touch upon. I feel like Kelsey is a victim. I don't feel that there's any evidence. I mean, her hair was on Libby's hand, and they're saying that's because she was wearing, or Abby's hand. She was wearing the sweatshirt that was said to be Kelsey's. There are several pictures showing that the sweatshirt was on Libby. Like, Libby always wore that sweatshirt almost. And I don't really think that it really I don't think it makes really much of a difference as to, you know, um, their family. It could have gotten on her clothing. It could have gotten on her hand some sort of way. Like, I have hair on my hand right now. But Carter's a creepy dude. Talk about body language. Yeah, you can click screen twice to like, thank you, Turtle Madness. Thank you. This is why they shouldn't be allowed to hold evidence back from a trial. I agree, because if it's really truly evidence, I mean, it's necessary. I don't know. Ultimately, it just doesn't feel right to blame Kelsey for anything to do with her sister's death, but there's different things that go into play for that Delphi case. It's like I'm starting to be on the fence with so many different cases. It drives me nuts, because during the case, while the case is happening, I can definitely flip, because once you get to know more of the information and you go through the evidence more, it's normal for me to just be like, okay, well, maybe I was wrong. Okay, maybe this is actually what went down and this is how it happened, and maybe he really is the guy that did it. And then I'm like, but wait, no, they don't have this evidence and they don't know that we know this. It's almost like, as the public, we know that we know a lot more than we should, if that makes sense. Like, we dig so deeply into it that we know all of their relatives' past history, their whole freaking criminal history. Hey, hug dealer, good morning. Chatty Jen, I saw something you said I thought I wanted to respond to, but now I don't see it. I don't blame Kelsey. It's Carter's reaction to answering the question. Oh, okay. You just said Kelsey, and it just reminded me about how people were saying that she was involved somehow. I'm not even sure who Carter is or anything about this interview. I have never seen it. I saw Kelsey, and then I just decided to just start talking about something completely different about Kelsey. My bad. Ooh, I need to check that out. Lawyer Lee did a great timeline of Delphi last night. And that's the thing. I basically still want in my mind to figure out what happened with Delphi, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, it's over. We need to move along to another case. All I can do is pray that God, got the right person, and that we move along from here. Hopefully he'll get his appeal soon and he doesn't pass away by then. I mean, and that sounds terrible to say that like that, but the man is clearly in a bad spot. We're getting there, folks. Keep punching your screen. Thank you. Turn of Madness, you're awesome. Thank you. Good morning, always late. I'm always late too, usually. I was watching Andrea Burkhart on the Delphi coverage, and she did really good. I mean, I want to know, did she really write all those notes down like that? She basically kind of like retold everything that was happening in the court case, and she didn't hold back. She didn't give you just the one side. She kind of just described everything. And I'm like, how frantically do you have to be writing in your notepad for it to sound like that? I don't know, but she did great. I mean, she's a great narrator, great note taker. I mean, I was impressed. Andrea Burkhart gets an A+++. But the Delphi case was unusually shielded from the public. And I don't think that's right either, because we, the public, right? That's kind of what this country is supposed to stand for. And as somebody that came over here from a different country, it's like, I think I said it yesterday, an American tale, the little mouse that comes across the ocean and goes through all these hardships to become an American. Maybe she knows shorthand. I bet she does. When I take notes, if I ever do shorthand, I don't ever remember what the shorthand is when I'm trying to read it. So I don't usually do shorthand. But I do write notes. Watch. My, I hope I don't pull out like a random page. Oh, like, okay, here's I do all the orders for dollyvision.com, by dollysoap.com, dollyvision.com. And so I do all of the orders, and I write them down even though they're in several different apps on my screen, and I can screenshot the app screen. But I also write them down because that makes me like in my brain somehow really recognize what I'm looking at. I don't know. It's weird. I do this all the time. It's like I just like to write things down, maybe. I don't know. But where is it? No, I just lost the page already. I lost my page. Basically, I write down the orders. And actually, I'm not even going to show that because some of them have names on the top too. So I'm not going to show that. But like here, this one. This is my list, which giveaways. Okay, giveaways at Dolly Vision. I feel like I have to say this now that I got to this page because this is what this is. It's just me writing down all the giveaways that are still outstanding. I'm the only one that ships stuff. So packing, shipping, admin type stuff, keeping up with the count of what's available in inventory, keeping up with emails that I look at maybe once a week, if that, on that buydollysoap.com, best soap in the game at gmail.com. Thank you, Turtle Madness. I basically am the only one that looks at that, and I'm the one that does the packing for it. Giveaways go out last, and so yeah, they're backed up because we went on vacation. He had a heart attack. I mean, there's no excuse to it. They're backed up. So if you're due something from Dolly Vision and buydollysoap.com or the channel as a giveaway, you're still gonna get it. I just, one thing at a time. I can only get out but so much at a time, and it's a mess. I just wouldn't have it any other way. I love having like a million things to do. I think that's why I've been so frustrated at work lately, is that I'm bored lately because there's not much to do for me. And yeah, so it feels like the day goes by super slow. This is my contour stick, NYX NYX is what I think they call it. And look, I didn't even blend this in very well. So you just want to kind of accent the face. But I wonder how long and I'm always all over the place in the morning, but I wonder how long the defense is going to go on the Chloe Driver case. And it's Georgia again, man. Like, I swear, for the longest time, everything was in Tennessee. Now it's like, oh, we're in Georgia again. Why is that? Is there nothing else happening anywhere else in the world? Or is that just a bad place? Or like what? I don't know. We made it to Friday, total cutie. So last night, we didn't go live. We went to my parents' house. Thank you, Turtle Madness. We're almost at 100. You're right. Thank you. They better bring Benjamin and the other wives. That's what I want to see. I found Benjamin on, and that sounds so funny. Like, it sounds like you're saying Ben and Jamin, but with a Y. Like, Benjamin. Benjamin. Like, Benjamin. Like, I've been jamming, but with a Y. I've been yamming. They were traveling through to get to Florida. Yes, because they were living. How do you live as a nomadic, not couple, but a couple of people? It's like they were a nomadic couple of people. But I think that's because their lifestyle is frowned upon by the rest of the world. But I don't know. We don't know why they did what they did. But his Instagram, man, it's like he's got different women still. And I don't know if that's a new baby or what, but hopefully we get to see him, because his friend Jason was definitely... Did anybody see... Oh my God. Did anybody see... Hey, Steppers. Good to see you. I love to write, especially calligraphy. Yeah, me too. I don't know. And then when I get a good pen, I get like... I must buy 50 more of these. It's not normal. But the case again, the Chloe Driver, Georgia versus Chloe Driver, her friend is what she called him. And I guess that's what they call people that are within their relationship that are not the direct person 1, 2, 3, and 4, maybe. I don't know. But he was on the stand, Jason, because he was the one that was keeping pressure to Chloe's wounds, while Benjamin was keeping pressure on the baby's wounds when they found them. But the Jason character, when he was talking, he basically was just like the most misogynistic person I've ever heard speak in my life. And he's like, this is not exactly what he said verbatim, word for word, but this is how I translated it. He's like, yeah, so me and Mr. Z, the man of the, household, we were over here talking, quantum physics and doctorate type stuff. And are women even able to do that, bro? The women are over there frolicking through the grass fields and, braiding their hair. And I'm like, you were just a piece of work. He's like, he had a girlfriend at the time, but he believed that he should have more. I'm like, okay, sir, have you looked in the mirror lately? I don't really think that's how that works. I hope that man goes on stand. He has to, right? He has to go on stand. They have to show that he was just like his friend, misogynistic. He probably thinks women are property. They're in the kitchen. They belong, barefooted in the kitchen making PB&Js or something. I don't know. But I can definitely see that the poor girl, who she was so young at the time. They say she was 17 when she met this man and joined this cult. Like, where do you watch this, Trials? We watched it. It's on Court TV. They've been streaming the trial on Court TV. And then Dolly Vision played it yesterday while it was live. He should be live today with it. I'm not sure, though, because it's raining. We were kind of catching up on sleep last night. And then, he gets to sleep and I get to come here and he's peaceful. So he might be asleep. But I think he should cover it. He might cover it. I just don't want to say yes or no because then he doesn't show up and I'm like, I said he was going to cover it and he didn't show up. I mean, I couldn't imagine the life she truly lived. Why didn't the state call Z as a witness? That's a good point. But the state, see, Denise, the state made the man, Z, Benjamin, they made him out to be like this great guy in the beginning. In their opening statements, they're like, that's where everybody recorded his curdling cries when he kicked down the door and found his baby, bludgeoned to death. He's probably the reason the baby ended up that way, ma'am. That's just my opinion only, and my opinion alone. But, PJ, are you late? No, it's 7:09. I got 21 minutes. They drink their urine. Yes, they drink their urine for a health reason or something. And I'm thinking, like, that ain't healthy. Your body is expelling that for a reason. I don't see any possible reason for that to be healthy. But hey, and they don't go to the doctor. Dolly's commentaries yes, it is. He's so quick to come back with something appropriate that it's great. And then the dogs have been taking over the live streams. Yeah, urine therapy. Is that really what they call it? Because that's gross. The only other person that I've ever heard of drinking their urine is Bear, the survivalist. I think he just goes by Bear. Is that his name? It's on one of the Discovery channels. He always is like supposedly stuck out in the wilderness and he like pisses on this towel that he uses as a cool rag on his head, and then he wrings it out and drinks his piss again. And I'm just like, I can't. What does that do to your brain? Drinking your own urine? I don't know. Makes you throw up. They did the darkness therapy. That was supposed to elevate them to new levels. I'm like, what? Are you trying to go to Satan's level? I mean, I can't imagine what good comes out of sitting in darkness. Like, you have to board up your windows and just, in darkness. It is Friday, Legally Blonde. I don't usually smile. Smiling gives you wrinkles. Plus, I'm on point with my resting bitch face. And I hate my teeth. But there's that. It's 7:11, so I got a little bit of time. I don't want to come into work with half of my makeup on and look silly, but I don't want to overdo it. And I don't want to turn off my filter now that it's on because I just like it now. This is who I am. And my don't pull your face down while you're doing this, that somebody gave me the advice the other day, is like, now my mind has taken that as a challenge. Instead of reading the comment that I got sent, says, it's not good to pull your face down, so don't pull at your face. And my mind is like, challenge accepted. Pull down your face anytime you possibly can, right? Your smile is awesome. Thank you. I can't believe they let Spiller go on and on. I know. He was just like, okay, sir, that's enough. Okay, we get the picture. But that poor baby, and that scene where they found the baby in her, it was like described as a massacre. I can't. Oh my God, right? He was there to teach the world, he said, not to testify. Yes, that's how these people think. It's just like, it's fascinating, but it's like, there's no way you can really truly think that way, right? Thank you, Judy Smith. PJ, did you see Spiller's charges and text messages? No, I must have missed that. He got charges. He got charged for something. Oh, he was questioned as to why he was in orange. I missed that part because I remember when I first turned it on, he was in orange. He came up on the stand and they were like, sir, why are you wearing orange? Are you in custody? And then they're like, are you in custody in regards to this case? And he said, no. I missed a little bit after that because I actually had to work instead of work, but just work. So I might need to catch up on that because that was fascinating to me. How they think. And I'm like, how do you find a mate when you're like that? Dare Harbor saying he was going to murder and grape. What? Oh, that's disgusting. But then he had the nerve to say that Chloe was a good mother and that she didn't deserve to go on the DP or to be in prison for life. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I mean, like, sir, excuse me. Like, your say doesn't matter, and you're part of the reason this poor lady is like this. They didn't show those messages, just Google them. It's sick. I'm going to have to. Yeah. This is my Jeffree Star highlighter. And I don't even know, Supreme Frost, Hypothermia. This came in one of my boxes that Jimmy got me. I think it was for Valentine's Day. And it's just like my absolute favorite. Kimberly, thank you so much. You guys help support my coffee habit. I really shouldn't, but it's the one thing I really splurge on. I don't like to buy myself expensive stuff. And I buy myself coffee every morning. It's expensive. It really shouldn't be, and I really have no business buying it every day, but it's like the highlight to my morning. And it makes me be this cheerful, if that makes sense. Because if I didn't have my coffee and it wasn't this good, I wouldn't be this happy every morning. Good morning. I'm the one that told you don't pull down your face, push up. Happy Friday. Thank you, Margaret. I keep forgetting and I keep doing it. It's almost like I took that challenge and I'm like, must pull down on my face. Good morning, PJ, listening on my drive to work. Have a good day at work. Born to disobey. Bless you. It helps for your coffee fund. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Yes, it does. It does. And I took out the cream. I get caramel ribbon crunch. I was actually getting the caramel ribbon crunch cream frappuccino, and I took the cream part out because it's like they get more watery. The more that I get them, I don't know if it's because I'm getting used to it, and it's like you get addicted and then you need more coffee in it. But the more that I was getting them, the more watered down they started tasting. All right, so I put I put highlighter kind of here. I kind of go over the top with highlighter sometimes because it's glittery and it's pink and it sparkles and I'm obsessed with it. Let me see if I'm going to turn the filter off so you can see, and so I can actually see what I'm doing to my face. Yes, there it is. Okay. Oh, I did okay. Come on, rock your coffee beans. You are awesome, Cricket. Thank you. Okay. I don't want to do too much because it is just a Friday at work. I'm not going out anywhere. I'm not going to a fancy dinner. She's been repeating not to pull down. Hey, at least your advice sticks in her head. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could take the advice though, because you know, you always want to be nice to yourself, your skin. You want to take care of things. Hey, thank you so much, Cable. Thank you. I absolutely appreciate you guys so much. But no, I don't like buying myself stuff. Like I could find something that I absolutely have wanted like for decades, and I will be like, I want this. And then I see the price tag and it's like anything that's over like $50, I'm just like, eh. But if it's something for somebody else, like if I find something that I know my best friend has wanted all her life, I like, it could be 2000 and I'm like, yep, I'll take that. Or like if it's for my kid or for Jimmy or for, you know, somebody else that I care about, I'm like, I'll buy that right on up. But when it's for me, it's kind of like, do I really need that? Am I going to wear that more than once? Or like, what if I don't like it when I bring it home? You know, I don't know. Can we get your opinion on Queen of Kings? Should they remove from YouTube? I'm not sure who that is. What did they do? My opinion is going to be different than everybody's, because for me on YouTube, being who I am and who Dolly Vision is and all the stuff he's gone through, I am different. I have a different opinion when it comes to stuff on YouTube. Try the blonde shots in your coffee. Ooh, I love creamer. Anything blonde is great. Thank you, Turtle Madness. Thank you for helping us getting over 100 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Practice makes perfect. Eventually it'll be the habit. No pulling, looking beautiful. Thank you so much. You're right. You're right. Because I stopped doing it once I realized that I'm doing it, and it's like in the back of my head. So it's definitely something that I'm now aware of that I shouldn't be doing. So I was responding to something. Oh, we were talking about the YouTube thing. For me, honestly, when YouTube stuff, that's exactly how I am when it comes to me. Have a great Friday. Let's continue to see how many likes we can get. When I want something, I'll think about it for months and wait for it to go on sale. Yes, that too. Most of the time, I just forget about it. But I'm more likely to buy something. It's for somebody else and not me. Save the kids. But when I talk about YouTube and people that are on the platform and get to be up here and talk and say what they want, say how they feel, I'm different than a lot of people, because for me, let's say, all right, and these are all hypothetical people. I'm going to finish my face later because now I feel like I got to talk, and then I got little time left, and it's like the time clock is ticking down, so I got to get it all out. You look so much younger than 42, really, that bad for pulling up. Thank you. Yeah, I actually, it's funny that you say that, because for the longest time when, you know, I turned 18 and then 21 and had to get carded for stuff, I always still got carded like 20 years later. But you know, I didn't like it back then. Now I'm just kind of like, wow, I am young. I'm still young. But as far as YouTube and people that talk on the internet, I think that people need to get canceled only because of really, really bad stuff. Like if they abuse and harm children, dogs, cats, animals in general, elderly people, and then if they abuse each other to a certain extent. But I believe that you should have the right to talk. If somebody doesn't like what you're saying, they're not forced to sit here and listen to you. Like, I never understood why certain people, originally before I came into this particular community, it was without a crystal ball. You guys know a little bit about me. You guys that know a little bit about me, I came from, first off, I came from the truther community. Then I went to makeup and beauty. Then I went to like reality TV commentary. Then I went to truther type community again. And then I am here. So without a crystal ball, there were so many people that had channels that were reviewing her content and that didn't like her. And I always felt like it agitated the piss out of me to even have to watch her, because she annoyed me so bad. So I realized very early on that I'm not like people. Like if somebody I dislike is talking or on their video, I just don't watch it. I'm like, I'm going to do everything I can to stay away from it. I'm not even going to open the freaking video. So that's why I was trying to get to that and spit that out before I had to go inside. When I dislike somebody or when I think somebody's wrong for what they did on their YouTube channel, I stay away from it. I hit, not interested every time I see it come up. I hit, don't talk to me about it whenever my friends talk about it. It's just how I am, because I still believe that everybody has a right and that should be able to talk and be able to be on their platform. But at the same time, it's like, I don't have to listen to it. I was Dolly in such a hurry yesterday. Oh, we had to go to my parents' house and we had to go run some errands, and he was actually in the back tired. Like, I think he was asleep the little bit of time that he left me up there. So it wasn't really anything other than I think he was just tired. I waited for years for a necklace. It was $300. Then they remodeled Walmart and I got it for $50. Yeah, that's actually true, but that I can't think of a time where that's actually worked out well for me. But if you really are meant to have something or really want something, it definitely comes true. The voice that was recorded was coming from behind the girls, in my opinion. I actually agree. I agree also. And my email is pjvision22@gmail.com. PJ, all of the above. She barely feeds her kids. It's really sad. Yeah, see, when that kind of stuff happens, like Ruby Frankie, we all watch her be a Satanist to her children, and that just means that she was getting joy and pleasure out of basically torturing them on the internet. Somebody should have spoke up about stuff like that a long time ago. And so if this is what's happening, she barely feeds her kids on the internet and we're all watching it. I mean, that's disturbing. Quincy Jones, sad. Live, love, laugh, and give. If you give, you will live. Beautiful quote. I love that. I need to look that up. I need like a screenshot of that. Kept scrolling right now. Keep it scrolling. It's another Ruby Frank. Yep, that's what I just said. Pretty is as pretty does. Thank you. Thank you. You've been here for 3 months already. Thank you for being here. Good morning to everybody. Penny, good morning. I need to become a member of your channel. And you're totally fine. All that really matters for YouTube channel owners, not just me, not just Dolly, watch it, like the video, share it if you can. It all helps. It doesn't necessarily have to be, monetary members. It helps to have those also. And we appreciate every one of you guys, whether you can member, whether you can't. We get it. It's a hard time for all of us. BG and the Red Rummer are not the same person, but they could have been together. I believe that there had to have been somebody there together, because I just don't get how this clearly is premeditated for Delphi. 824, have a great Friday. We'll see you tonight. Yep, I'm going to get off here in a second. I just got to finish up with the Delphi thought that I just had. Delphi. Yeah, there's no way. The crime scene to me looks premeditated, and the girls had basically, Kelsey was going to work, and so Libby was like, hey, take us to here. And so it was not like a planned event. I know that it was them wanting to go because they'd been talking to online people, and one of them people they were talking to is Keegan Klein, aka Anthony Schatz. They met him there supposedly because that's who the bridge guy was associated with, in my opinion. I mean, you can't have one thing without the other. You have to have all of the letters in the alphabet. If you have A and D and no B, C, and the rest of the letters, the story just doesn't fit. So he got convicted, and we truly, I don't believe, have the entire alphabet. You'll have more questions after watching a lot. Man, that's another thing that I don't like about cases lately. It's just we have so much information on these cases, and not all of it is necessary to convict or to put the story or how everything happened together. But at the same time, it fits somehow. And then it's like, in my mind, I'm like, I need to know how it all fits together. Once the story's over, you really just get no resolution. That's it. You're done with it. The Red Rum, Abby and took Libby. Yeah, see, I could see how that happened. What did you need a screen? Oh, I wanted that. I wanted a GIF or a meme of that quote that she posted. And I know I said screenshot. I swear I don't use words correctly sometimes, especially early in the morning. But yeah, I got 4 minutes. I gotta go. Thank you so much for reminding me. I agree still. Question. It does me really. Yeah. Okay. I gotta go. I could sit here and talk all day. I don't know why I do this to myself. You guys have a good rest of your day. It's Friday. Remember, try to be nice. It's easier to be mean. I have to tell myself this. So it's like I'm giving myself a pep talk. Don't be mean to people. Smile sometimes. Bicycle.